Here. All right, good. I'll take that. Perfect. All right,
Okay.
so muting is now happening, and you're going to get started in your seated position. Just take a moment to close your eyes and settle into your body. So your yoga practice, if you've never done yoga before, give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me. Perfect. So your yoga practice, if you've never done yoga before, is all about moving with your breath and just knowing that you are here on your mat for yourself. So even if you're here just to lay down for the entire 45 minutes, even if you're here to watch me struggle with my dogs as I try to do yoga, you're here, you're breathing, you're showing up for yourself. That's the hardest part. And you should be so proud that you carved this time out for yourself today. And as you sink into your mat, feel your hips ground down and sit up tall so that your spine is lengthened, but make sure that your shoulders are dropped and away from your ears. So you always start a yoga class by grounding yourself because there's always so much commotion going on outside the four corners of your mat. Take some time to clear your mind of all the noise that you heard before this very moment, and take some time to clear your mind from anything that you've got going on after the session. And now wherever you are with your breath, let out a deep exhale. As you open up your mouth and exhale, feel your shoulders drop away from your ears. And then on your inhale, feel your spine lengthen just a little bit more. Let out a deep exhale. When you let out those exhales, it's an opportunity for you to detach yourself from anything you don't need. And every time you inhale, it's an opportunity for you to bring new energy, new life back into your body. All right, we're going to start moving now. Start to just draw circles with your body. Inhaling as you bring your chest forward. As you exhale, you're bringing your shoulders back, pulling your belly into your spine. So sinking your hips into the ground, this is a way for you to remain grounded. It's a way for you to warm your body up. Raise your hand if you just got out of bed and this is the first thing you've done today. Oh, I'm the only one raising my hand. Awkward. Okay, cool. Go in the opposite direction now. So again, your inhales come as you bring your chest forward. Your exhales are taking you backwards. All right. And then the next time you return to the center, stop. And then again, sitting up tall so that your spine gets long. On your next exhale, start to straighten out your right leg toward the top right corner of your mat. You're going to bend your left knee, press the sole of your left foot into the ground, sit up tall. And then on your inhale, bring your arms up. As you exhale, bring your left hand to your right thigh, your right hand back behind you. Perfect. Sit up tall again, pressing your right hand into the ground. And then as you exhale, turn your head to the right. So as you turn your head to the right, maybe your chin will touch your right shoulder. Maybe your chest will go parallel to the right corner or the right side of your mat. Press your right hand into the ground for a little bit more leverage. Suck your stomach in as you inhale, exhale, twist to the right just a little bit more. And then to release, face the front of your mat again, and then just start to turn your toes out and in. By doing this, you're warming up your hips just a little bit more. If you are just joining the class, today's focus is going to be on your hips and also opening up your hearts. So again, as your toes go out, that's when you exhale. That external rotation is going to warm up your inner thighs and then obviously your hips. The next time your toes are pointed up, stop, and then switch sides. Bend your right knee, extend your left leg out to straight. You've got it. Bring your arms up as you inhale. And then as you exhale, your right hand goes to your left thigh, your left hand goes back behind you. And as you press your hips into the mat, sit up nice and tall. Then that's when you exhale. turn so that your chin touches your left shoulder. Your left foot should be flexed. You're opening up your chest to the left side of your mat. And then as you ground your hips into the ground, find just a little bit more length, like the crown of your head will touch the ceiling. Release. Nice, Michelle, I see you over there. On your inhale, bring your arms up. Hands go back down. I forgot, we got to warm up our left side hip. So once your hands go back down onto your thighs, start to rock your foot right to left, right to left. Every time your toes go out, that's when you exhale. When they go back in, that's when you inhale. Again, inner thighs, your hips are getting nice and warmed up. And then the next time they're forward, stop. And then cross both of your knees so you're in your crisscross applesauce shape. We're ready to roll. Roll onto your hands and your knees for your tabletop position. Once you get into this tabletop, make sure that your shoulders are right over your wrists. Your hips are over your knees. Shout out to all my friends who have their cameras on. I love that I get to watch all of y'all flow together. So going into your cat-cow, we're gonna start with our cat pose first. So to do this, you're pressing your hands or knees into the ground, bring your chin into your chest, round your back. Feel the opening between your shoulders, dig your knees into the ground. And then as you inhale, drop your belly, look up towards the ceiling. Feel the front side of your body open, drop your head back so that you can stretch your throat. And then as you exhale, bring your chin into your chest, round your back, suck your stomach up and in. Inhale, drop your belly a little bit more than you did the first time. Look up a little bit higher, nice, Alyssa and Dario. Exhale, go into your cat, round your back, feel your shoulder blades peel apart. To release, go back into your neutral tabletop. Since this is all about the hips, start to bring your right leg up so that your right hip and your right heel are in one line. Gorgeous, Nicole. Now, all you're gonna do here is exhale as you bring your knee into your chest. Inhale as you point your toes out and then lift your leg. Exhale, knee comes into your chest. Inhale, point your toes, lift your leg. So this movement is also opening up your right side hip flexor. You're squeezing your glutes every time you point your toes so that you can get just a little bit more of a lift. All right, Inspi, I don't see you, but I'm so pumped that you're here. We're gonna work out whatever you felt when you woke up this morning, don't worry. The next time your leg is extended, hold it. Then drop your toes down to the ground, flex your foot. Try to drive your right heel back. Drop your head so that you can also stretch the back of your neck. Press your hands into the floor. Deep breath in. And then to release, drop your right knee down to the ground, back into your tabletop. Straighten out your left leg, point your toes. Your left hip, your left heel are in one line. Then we go back into those sways or those knee tucks. Exhale, knee comes into your chest. Inhale, point your toes. And you can go at whatever pace feels good for you. This is going to be a power vinyasa class. So vinyasa is just moving with your breath. What makes it power? You'll have to wait to find out. The next time your toes go back out, go for a little bit higher lift, squeeze your left butt cheek, then drop your toes down to the ground. Stretch the back of your left leg. Take a deep breath in, mouth open, exhale, side out. Then bend your left knee. Tuck your toes under. You're still in your tabletop. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, lift your knees just an inch off of the ground. This is your tabletop plank. Awesome. So all my regulars know this is like one of my favorite postures. It's a good core strengthener. It's also going to warm up your body. So if you are breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, now is the time to seal your lips. When you breathe in and out through your nose, you're going to keep that internal heat inside of you so that you can sweat just a little bit more. That's what we're here for, right? Not some major announcement at the end of class. If you're shaking, you're doing it right. If you're not, drop your knees closer to the ground. Last few seconds, you can do it. 3, 2, 1, straighten out your legs. You're back in your high plank. Drive your heels back, engage your quads. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your hips up, downward dog. In this downward dog, start to sway your hips from side to side as you bend one knee at a time. Bending one knee at a time is going to allow you to sway your hips just a little bit more. Lengthen your spine, warming your shoulders, your chest. And then the next time you have your right knee bent, stay right there. Drive your left side hip up, look underneath your left bicep. Release, switch sides, bend your left knee, straighten out your right leg. Look underneath your right bicep this time. Deep breath in, mouth open, exhale. Straighten out both of your legs, look forward, bend your knees, and then slowly walk to the top of your mat. Once your feet are right in between your hands, keep them hip width distance apart. Come up into your halfway lift. So your hands go onto your shins. Your spine is long. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. And then as you inhale, sweep your arms up. Come up to standing. Go into a backward bend. Bring your hips forward, your arms back. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips. Swan dive, come all the way down. Come up into your halfway lift again, flat back. And then as you exhale, hands come down. Step your left foot back behind you. You're in a low lunge. Drive your left heel back. Keep your right knee bent. So you want to make sure that your right knee is right over your ankle. In speed, this should be opening up your left side hip flexor just a little bit. Try to engage your quads, squeeze your left butt cheek, drive your left heel back just a little bit more. And then to release, bring your left foot back forward and then switch sides, right leg goes back. So as your left knee stays bent, and then again, knee is over your ankle for proper alignment and protection of your joints. Drive your right heel back, squeeze your right butt cheek, press your fingertips into the ground to open up your shoulders. To release, step your left foot back, you're now in your plank. So what makes a power class is adding extra push-ups. So we're gonna do 2 push-ups here. Inhale. Bend your elbows back, drop your chest down to the ground. Exhale, straighten your arms, squeeze your triceps. 1 more, inhale down. Exhale, lift. And then now you chaturanga. Bend your elbows back, take your backward bend. So your hips go down, your eyes go up, nice Alyssa. Relax the tops of your shoulders. And then exhale, roll over your toes, push into your downward dog. Lift up your hips, ground your heels. Look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Feet go in between your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down before you come all the way back up. Sweep your arms up and overhead. Take your backward bend, open up your chest. Hips go forward. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Come all the way back down. Beautiful movements, everyone. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. I see you, Michelle and Jen. Place your hands down onto the ground. Step your left foot back. Low lunge again. This time, your arms are gonna come up. As your arms come up, feel the stretch in your left side hip flexor. Drive your left heel back. Make sure that your hips are squared to the top of your mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Step your right foot back. And then bring your left foot forward. Reach your arms up. Crescent lunge. Drive your right heel back. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Bring your right side hip forward, Dario. And you too, Sonia. Nice focus. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, hands come down. Those magical push-ups. Inhale down. Exhale, straighten your arms. Inhale down. Exhale, straighten your arms. Last one is your chaturanga. Shift your shoulders past your wrist, bend your elbows back, and then take your backward bend. Hips go down, eyes go up. Exhale, downward dog. Nicely done. On your inhale, lift up your right leg. So now you're in your 3-legged dog. Bend your right knee and start to draw circles with your right knee. By doing this, you're opening up your right side hip. When you are done warming it up in that direction, go in the other direction. I always go clockwise first. Fun fact, fun random fact, in case anybody ever asks you. To release, point your right leg back up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Bring your chest closer to your left thigh. Exhale, bend your right knee, step your foot through. High crescent lunge. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Opening up your chest by bending your elbows back. Squeeze your shoulders together. Bring your chin up. Drop your head back. Bend your right knee a little bit more. To release, hands come down. Straighten out your right leg. Drop your left heel into the mat at a 45-degree angle. Pyramid pose. As you hinge at your hips, drop your chest down so much that it touches your right thigh. Keep your spine long so that you can reach the crown of your head towards the top of your foot. If you want a little bit more, you can flex your right foot. Bring your toes up towards your face. It may not come up that much, but every little bit is going to go a long way in opening up the back of your right leg. Awesome. Release. Sweep your right leg back up, three-legged dog. Point your toes down to the ground. While you're here, press your right hand into the ground just a little bit more so that you can feel the stretch down your right side body. That's for you, Michelle. Release. Bring your right foot down. On your inhale, go to the left side. Lift up your left leg. Bend your left knee. Point your toes down. Start to draw those same circles. All right. So go a few rounds, then go in the opposite direction. I just went counterclockwise first. It felt really weird. Straighten out your left leg, point your toes up, squeeze your left butt cheek, then step your foot through, crescent. Sometimes you got to shake up your routine, right? Shock your body. Bring your arms up. Bend your left knee so much that your thigh becomes parallel to the floor. Bring your arms up if you're sweating. That's all of us. Yay. All right. Bend your elbows back. Open up your chest. To release, reach your fingertips back up. Hands go down. Straighten out your left leg. Right heel plants into the mat at a 45-degree angle, that pyramid. So if you want, right away, you can lift your left toes up. Keep your hips square to the ground. Drop your chest down to your thigh. And then again, that long line of energy from your hips to the crown of your head is going to lengthen your spine. Gorgeous. Release. Bend your left knee. Sweep your left leg up and back. Point your toes down to the ground. And then release. Bend both of your knees. Go right into your child's pose. Take your knees apart. Your big toes are going to touch. Extend your arms out to straight. Child's pose is a resting spot. So anytime during this flow, even if I don't cue it, take a break. This is where you need to go. Anytime you need to regroup, anytime you need some time to yourself. All right, I'm so happy that you're all here. We've got people around the country. I'm so honored. All right, it's time to flow. That was just the warm up. Push back into your tabletop. Meet me in your downward dog. Start to walk the dog. We did this in the beginning. Bending one knee at a time, swaying your hips, which should be super warmed up right about now. Bring your hips right back up. Legs are straight. Sweep your right leg up. Bend your knee. Point your toes down. As you point your toes down to the ground, press your right hand into the floor. So again, right side of your body opens. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow and hold it. So right knee to your right elbow. As you press your hands into the ground, round your upper back. Release by bringing your right knee to your left elbow. It's one of those classes. Inhale, bring your knee back to the right. Exhale, back to the left. And then sweep your right leg back up. Three-legged dog before you step your foot into the mat, in between your hands, blossoming into your warrior two. So facing the left side of your mat. I see you, Texas. You're doing great. So right foot is forward, left leg goes back. Beautiful. Bend your right knee a lot more so that your hips come closer to the mat. Beautiful, Carrie. I see you. Inhale, straighten out your right leg. Exhale, bend your right knee, come down lower. Inhale, straighten out your right leg. As you exhale, come down the lowest you have ever gone in a warrior two. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Reach your fingertips apart. Carrie's daughter, I see you. Reverse your warrior, reach your right arm up. Walk your left fingertips towards the back of your mat. Look up towards the ceiling. To release, you're gonna go into your extended side angle. Right elbow will rest on your right thigh. Reach your left arm up and over. So opening up your chest, the entire left side of your body. Stay for one round of breath. To release, your left hand goes down, reach your right hand up. You're in a low lunge with a twist. So by reaching your right hand up, your chest is opening. By squeezing your right knee in towards your midline, you're opening up your right side hip. Stay for one breath. To release, bring your right hand down, sweep your right leg up, three-legged dog. If Wild Thing is in your practice, go ahead, go into that shape. So your right foot is gonna go to the left side of your mat. You're gonna open up your chest, bring your right arm away from your midline. Drop your head back so your throat opens. And then release. Nice, Haley. Right hand comes down, sweep your right leg up, and then flow maybe with your right leg lifted. You might even want to add another push-up before you chaturanga. Hips drop, eyes lift, exhale, downward dog. Good job over there, Sister Sparkle. Hips go up, drop your heels down. Downward dog. We got to do that again on the left side. It's going to be fun though, since you already know what we're doing. Inhale, lift up your left leg. Bend your left knee, point your toes down. So finding every opportunity to open up your ribs, your left side body, your hips. Press your left hand into the ground with all the strength you have. To release, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Hold it. And then swipe to the right as you exhale. Inhale, go back to the left. Back to the right as you exhale. And then sweep your left leg all the way up. Point your toes. Step your foot through. And then open up into your warrior two, facing the right. Okay, everyone, when you go into your warrior two, nice over there, Britt. Make sure that your ankle and your knee are in one line, everyone. So just take a peek. If your foot is closer to your right foot, make sure that your heel goes a little bit more forward. This way you protect your joints. Everyone is on point. Now, inhale, straighten out your left leg. Exhale, bend your left knee, come down low. Straighten out your leg as you inhale. And then bend your knee, come down the lowest. You can do it. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Reverse your warrior. Reach your left arm up and over. So left side body opens, your chest lifts, drop your head back. You're releasing into your extended side angle, left elbow drops to your thigh, reach your right arm up and over. So you've got this long line of energy from your right fingertips to your right heel. If you squeeze your right butt cheek just a little bit, you're going to activate your quads, your hamstrings. Try to bring your left knee away from your midline so that you can open up your left side hip. To release, your right hand comes down, sweep your left arm up. You're in your low lunge with a twist. Like you did on the other side, bring your back heel to the back of your mat, and then your front knee, so the left knee is gonna go in toward your midline. So left side hip is getting nice and stretched out. Reach your fingertips to the ceiling so that your chest opens. One round of breath. Release. Drop your left hand down, sweep your left leg up and back. Bend your knee. Wild Things, where are you? Go into it. Left foot goes to the right of your mat. Drop your head back. Open up your chest. Bring your fingertips away from your midline. You've got a Dario, hips up. Yes. Release. Good job, Maddie. Left hand comes down. You're doing great, Heidi. Bring your left leg up and then flow. If you did it on the other side, you better add that extra push-up before you chaturanga. Woo! Exhale, downward dog. Now, you're gonna look forward as you inhale, bend your knees, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. You're in your wide leg squat. So I didn't tell you to bring blocks, but if you have some, you could sit on your blocks. My hips are kind of crazy right now, so I'm going to get a little bit of help by sitting on them. Bring your knees apart, press your elbows into your knees so that you can feel your hips stretch just a little bit more. Palms are at heart center. Your spine is long, so look forward, carry. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hi Rose, hi Chanel, straighten out your legs. Place your hands down to the ground. You're in a wide leg forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, start to sway from side to side. By doing this, your hamstrings are opening up a little bit more. Everyone, roll the weight to your toes. To release, come back to the center. Right hand is gonna reach for your left ankle. Extend your left arm up. As you reach your left fingertips up, bend your right elbow more and more. Look up toward the ceiling, toward your left fingertips. Continue to put the weight down on the front of your foot so your toes are taking all that weight. To release, switch sides. Left hand goes to your right ankle. Extend your right arm up. Go into that deep twist by bending your left elbow. Major, major extension with your right fingertips. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings as you roll the weight to your toes. And then to release, bring your hand right back down, bend both of your knees, and then come to a seat for your hero's pose. As you go into the seat, your hips are on your heels. Start to roll out your wrists. Nicely done, everyone. Bring your hands back behind you. Interlock all 10 fingers if you can, and then just start to drive your knuckles down to the ground. This in itself is opening up your chest. Take it a little bit further by squeezing your shoulders together. If you want a little bit more, look up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, ground your knuckles into the floor. Bring your chin up a little bit higher. Feel the deep stretch in your front side body, especially your throat, your heart. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. Keep that grip. Come down with a flat back, maybe resting your stomach on your thighs. Drive your knuckles up towards the ceiling. So by doing this, your shoulders are opening, your chest is expanding. This is going to help you with your breathing. Inhale as slowly as you can. As you exhale, bring your knuckles up just a little bit higher. Release by keeping your forehead on the mat. Just drop your arms down both sides of your body. A baby child's pose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Start to walk your hands toward the top of your mat. Straighten out your legs. You're going to lay all the way down onto your stomach. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. So that chest opener that you did is going to get you ready for all these spine strengtheners that we're about to do. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Squeeze your elbows in. You want your elbows pointed up. So a couple of y'all, sorry, I don't want to call you out, but Dario, bring your elbows in. Michelle, you too. So elbows are up. Exactly. So your arms are at a 90-degree angle. You've got it, Lisa. Everyone bring your chin away from your chest on your inhale. Peel your chest off of the ground. By looking up, you're pressing your hips into the mat. You've got it, Alyssa. Everyone relax the tops of your shoulders. Haley, elbows in. Heidi, elbows in. Look up a little bit higher. Squeeze your glutes. I see you. Exhale, come all the way down. Rest your forehead on the mat. Straighten out your arms. Press your palms into each other. Drive your knuckles to your heels. And then everyone squeeze your legs all the way together. As you bring your thighs in, squeeze your glutes too so that your leg muscles get a little bit stronger. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your shoulders together, your arms, your chest, your legs are going to lift like magic. Yes. Drive your knuckles to your heels even more. As you press your hips into the ground, press your hands in towards each other. Drop your head back. You've got 3, 3, 3, 2, 1. Release. Come all the way down. Nice job. Drop your forehead down to the ground. Arms go down both sides of your body. Palms facing up. All right. You have one more spine strengthening exercise. It's called floor bow. You're going to bend your knees, point your toes, get the grip right at the base of your toes, and then squeeze your knees as close to each other as you can. So it's the deepest backward bend you're going to do today. It's also going to open up your chest. So bring your chin forward, rest your chin on the mat. Again, your toes are pointed. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, point your toes, kick your legs up and back. So imagine here that you are creating a teardrop shape with your body. As you squeeze your glutes, your thighs are going to lift up more. As you drop your head back, your throat, your chest, and your heart, your lungs will open. Point your toes towards the ceiling, lift up higher for 3, 2, 1. We are done. Come all the way down. Press your hands into the ground. Come into a little bit, not a push-up, but back into your tabletop. Start to sway your hips from side to side. Allow your head to hang heavy so you can open your neck. And then as you inhale, lift up your right leg. Heel in line with your hip. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Start to walk your left toes towards the back of your mat. You're in your lizard lunge. So right foot goes to the outside of your right hand. Make sure your toes are pointed out like 2 o'clock. And keep your knee right over your ankle. Start to roll the weight to the outside edge of your right foot. So the sole of your foot is off of the mat. Your left arm is going to stay straight. A lot of my regulars are dropping down to your elbows. We're going to stay lifted today. Place your right hand on your right knee and start to push your knee away from your midline. All the time while you do these postures or while you do this posture, keep your spine long. Put a little bit more pressure between your hand and your knee so that you can open up your inner right thigh, your right side hip a little bit more. As you drop your left hip into the mat, so DJ Inspire, this might feel really good for you now. Look past your right shoulder. Maybe your eyes go up towards the ceiling. Release. Bring your right foot back down to the ground. Start to toe heel your foot toward the left side of your mat. This is your pigeon pose, the ultimate hip opener. So here you want your heel and your ankle to be in one line. Sorry, your ankle and your knee to be in one line. If your heel is closer to your pelvis, that means your hips are tight. Welcome to the club. Just try to bring your left side hip closer to the ground. Extend your left leg back just a little bit more. Keep your chest open. Deep breath in. Thank you for smiling. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. Come down so that you can rest your chest onto your right thigh. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Take a slow inhale here. Your exhale, bring your left side hip closer to the ground. And then release. Start to straighten out your arms. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your left toes under. And then straighten out your right leg so that you're in your high plank. Drop your knees down to the ground. Lift up your left leg. Squeeze your left butt cheek. And then as you exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Walk your right foot towards the back edge of your mat. Turn your left toes out so that your foot is like 10 o'clock this time. So right side is 2 o'clock, left side is 10. Keep your knee and your ankle in one line. Then start to roll the weight to the outside edge of your left foot. You've all got it. Maddie, bring your heel out just a little bit more towards the left. And then again, remember your right arm stays straight. Left hand goes onto your left knee. Start to push your knee away from your midline. Keep your spine long. Look past your left shoulder. Maybe your eyes will go up. As you press your right hand into the ground, try to bring your right side hip down. So right side hip flexor, getting a deep stretch here. Release, as well as your left side hip. All right, Press the sole of your foot into the ground. Tuck your right toes under as you exhale. Straighten out your left leg. And then drop down to your knees. Kick your legs to one side. And then just like that, it's time to lay down. As you roll onto your back, bring your knees into your chest. Press your lower back into the ground. So everybody knows how to lay on their mats, right? We're all pros with that. But I want you to focus just a little bit more on your lower ab engagement. So you're really pressing specifically your lumbar spine into the ground. By doing that, you should feel just a little bit of heat in your lower abs. Keep your knees in line with your hips. Press your hands into your thighs. My sunny side and Bullard crew, we did these yesterday, so a little bit of deja vu for you. Keep your heels in line with your knees. And as you press your hands into your thighs, you're gonna feel a lot more activation here in your lower abs. So again, that lower back to mat connection is super important. Now, just by doing this, you're working your lower abs. Press the back of your neck into the ground. Keep your breath nice and steady. Deep breath in. As you exhale, start to straighten out your right leg. Drive your heel up towards the ceiling. Again, that pressure between your hands and your thighs is not going away. As you inhale, bend your right knee. Exhale, straighten out your left leg. Inhale, bend your left knee. And then just go from side to side. As you bend and straighten, keep the focus not just on your breath, that goes without saying. Keep the focus on that pressure that you are creating with your lower back and the mat. Feel the heat intensify in your abs. When you build strength in your core, you stand up a lot taller. Your posture is on point. Your breathing will be that much better. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Release by extending your left leg out to straight. Go into your half happy baby. Grab the outside of your right foot. And then just bend your right knee. Try to guide your knee as close to the ground as you can. I'm going to put my left hand on my left hip. And by doing this, I'm keeping both of my hips square to the ground. You want the sole of your foot to face the ceiling. Pull as hard as you can, using your bicep strength to create the deepest stretch in your right side hip. To release, straighten out your right leg, go to the left side, half happy baby. Don't worry, we're gonna go into the full expression pretty soon. Take some time here to give your left side the exact same treatment that you did on the right. So right hand goes onto your right hip. Put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Anybody else singing that song in their head right now? No? Just me? Cool. Bend your left knee a little bit more. Pull the outside of your left foot. So feel that same heat on your inner left thigh. Press the back of your neck into the ground. To release, keep the grip on your left foot. Bend your right knee. Full on happy baby. It's time. Start to rock from side to side. Keep your legs at 90-degree angles. Using again your bicep strength to create that stretch. All the hip openers that you did today brought you to this point. You should feel really, really good right about now. And you're done with happy baby. Plant your feet onto the mat, keeping your feet mat width distance apart. Your knees are pointing up towards the ceiling. And then cactus out your arms so that your palms are pointing up or facing up and your elbows are bent at 90-degree angles. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just drop your knees to the right side of your mat. You're going into a spine twist. Turn your head to the left. As your knees drop to the right, you're opening up your left side body. If you want more, lift up your right foot, rest your right ankle on your left knee. And then that added pressure is going to open up your left side body that much more. Turn your head to the left just a little more so that you can open up the right side of your neck. Put a little more pressure on your left knee with your ankle. And then release. Unhook your foot. Point your knees up to the ceiling. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, drop your knees to the left. Turn your head to the right. So by just dropping your knees, you're already opening up your right side body. Your knees don't have to touch the floor. They may not even move that much. As long as you're feeling that release, the opening along your rib cage and your hip, you are doing fine. And if you did it on the other side, lift up your left foot, press your ankle on your right knee, turn your head more and more so that the left side of your neck opens. Take one more round of breath. Mouth open, exhale, side out. And to release, unhook your foot, point your knees up towards the ceiling, bring your hands down both sides of your body. And if your feet are mat width distance apart, bring them in just a little bit more so they're hip width. Make sure that your knees are right over your ankles. How many times did I say that today? Bring your arms down both sides of your body. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, go into bridge, lift your hips up, squeeze your glutes, press your heels into the ground. By lifting your hips, the front of your body is opening more. You're creating a little bit of a compression here between your chin and your chest. Just make sure you've got a little bit of a gap so that your breathing is not disturbed. Your breath is your superpower. Don't forget it. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hips up even more. Sink your heels into the mat. Feel the pressure between your shoulders and the ground. Last round of breath here. Allow your exhale to bring your hips up the highest, opening up your front side body one final time. To release, slowly drop your hips down, one vertebra at a time until your hips touch. Then when they do, start to straighten. One. Your arms are already down both sides of your body, but if you want to feel a little bit more relaxed, bring them farther away from your midline. Do the same thing with your legs. Toes are pointed out so that your inner thighs and your hips can remain open. Your final savasana is your final resting spot. Your final savasana is where your body goes into receiving mode after all of the movements that you made. And this is the most important part of your practice. So I hope that you are not just laying here, but being aware of how you're feeling as your body continues to connect with the ground, as you continue to move with your breath. But the point of your final savasana is finding complete stillness. So as you know, we talked about it in the beginning of class, your yoga practice is a union of your body with your breath, your spirit. It's also about finding balance, not just literally balancing on one leg, one arm, whatever. It's finding the balance between physical movement and actual relaxation. And that is what makes this posture so important and so special. Try and avoid any extra movements whatsoever. Try and give all the muscles that you worked, which were all of them, a break. So starting with your head, allow the muscles in your forehead to be completely relaxed. Allow your eyelids to be light. Your breathing is still in through your nose and out through your nose. And again, that stillness is cultivating peace within you. And as you know, as you just experienced, the way that you moved has already created a shift, not just in your body physically, it's created a shift in the energy that is within you. By showing up, by making the decision to show up, which is the hardest part, by showing up, you've already shifted your energy. You've made a commitment to yourself to do the work, whether it was just laying there or just watching, or if you did all the movements, all the extra push-ups, By doing all these movements, by committing to a healthier and a stronger version of yourself, you have given yourself the ultimate gift. And I hope that as you lay here in your final Savasana, you are feeling grateful for the amazing things that your body is capable of doing. You are reminded of the strength that you have. And I also hope that you are more in touch with your breathing, because as I told you in class, it's your superpower. You use your breath anywhere you are at any time, and that will automatically shift how you feel, what your outlook is like, and all that will go a long way in how you interact with everybody around you. But the most important thing is finding that inner peace for yourself. Wherever you are with your breath, let out the deepest exhale. That exhale is allowing your body to sink deeper into your mat. Your next inhale is going to wake you up. So take that air down to the base of your belly, maybe even down to your toes. Hold it. And then again, open up your mouth. Let go of anything that you couldn't get rid of during this 45-minute session. Start to bring movement back to your body now by wiggling your fingertips, your toes. Start to rock your head gently from side to side. And by doing that, you're opening up both sides of your neck. Reach your arms up and overhead. As you do this, you're lengthening your spine, your arms, your legs. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, roll onto your right side body. Curl into the fetal position for just a moment and then close your eyes. This is my favorite place to say thank you to myself. So if you've already done it, an extra thank you won't hurt you, but you say thank you to yourself for showing up, because you're the most important person in your life. When you take care of you, you're able to take care of everybody else around you. All right, that was your pep talk. Come up into your seat, just the same way that we started class. As you come up into that seat, your hips are going to sink into the ground. And then on your inhale, you're going to sweep your arms up and overhead. Leave your ponytail alone, Heidi. Your hair is perfect. Press your palms into each other. And then as you exhale, bring your thumbs right down to your heart. Feel your heartbeat. That heartbeat is a reminder of your health. It's a reminder of the power and the energy that you have just cultivated. Now go shine that light, share that energy with everyone around you. From the bottom of my super, super grateful heart to yours, the light in me honors, loves, and respects the light in every single one of you. Namaste. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to unmute you now. Everybody raise the roof if you're feeling good. It's sorry, I don't know why. We haven't raised a roof since 1989. It just felt right. I'm so happy to see you all smiling. Thank you for letting me see your faces, all y'all who had your cameras off. Okay, so, it's 5 minutes past curfew. Hopefully you guys don't leave. I'm gonna make my announcement really quick. So thank you again for being here, by the way. Quarantine season is in full effect. The major announcement, are you sitting down? You are. The major announcement is that I'm going to be expanding quarantine to 3 times a week. So Fridays at noon is going to be regular. We're also going to have classes on Mondays and Wednesdays, same time, right at noon. So hopefully that works for y'all. Thank you for that applause and the prayer hands. That means so much. So 3 times a week, we're going to hang out virtually. If you're in Fresno, sorry, Amanda, sorry, DJ Inspire, but we're also going to be meeting at the Cultural Arts District Park on Sundays at 7 for a socially distanced practice also. So that's the announcement. All the details as far as membership pricing, I'm still working on that. But all of your smiling faces are letting me know that you're pumped about the idea. I have all of your email addresses, so I'll be sending you all those details by the end of the week. But plan on coming to the park on Sunday if you're in town. But we're gonna start not this coming Monday, the following Monday, because that's August. All right. So that way it's like a full on month. I think that's it. Does anybody have anything exciting that they want to share? Nothing as exciting as this, right? Okay.
No,
I forgot
but
one more thing. I actually have a couple more things. Oh, Dario has an announcement, but hold on. I'm gonna let you finish. But I also wanted y'all to know, along with the membership, whoever signs up, I've got a discounted rate for the first 10 people. And then also people who sign up for the unlimited memberships will get discounts on merch, which is gonna be happening VVV soon. So I'm really excited about that. Yes, thank you, Sister Sparkle, for your patience. Dario, what is your announcement?
Oh no, I just had a question. When we get your email about the Cornline and the park one, can we share it with our friends, or is it?
Oh, absolutely. The
Your
more the
list?
merrier. Thank you so
Okay.
much for being a soldier. I love you for that. Yes. Tell all your friends. For
Okay.
sure. All right. All right. DJ Inspire, if you're still there, I want to see you. Mandy, you too. Schmoops, you too. Oh my gosh. And then we have a dog just hanging out here. I want your cameras on. I want your cameras on because I want to take a selfie, obviously,
Trying to
because
figure out. I didn't try to turn mine off. I can't figure out why it won't turn on.
who is that, Mandy?
Yeah.
There might be like a little
Oh, there it
button on
is.
the.
I found it. I just had to
Yeah.
restart it.
All right, perfect. Okay, thank you for doing that. All right, I'm going. All right. Oh shoot, I can't be in front of the damn TV. I got to be in front of the laptop. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Thank you guys so much.